Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm really excited about today's video because we're going to be starting the Humanity series, which is a project I've been thinking about doing for a very long time. It's going to be a 4-part series where I talk about what it means to be human. We're going to be going through the what, the who, the why, and the when of humanity. And so I'm super excited. I hope you are as well. I will be posting the videos on Thursdays at 9 a.m. until the series has completed. And because they are bonus videos, I wanted to do something a little bit different, something a little special. So just to give a little bit of context, this week we're going to be talking about what it means to be human. Next week we're going to be differentiating between humans, what makes each and every one of us a little bit different. And then we're going to be talking about why we are different from other people. And finally, we're going to be talking about when we are different depending on which situation we are in. So if that seems interesting, make sure you stick around for the whole journey of it. It should be a fun one. And so like I mentioned, what we're going to be talking about today is what it means to be human. And though it seems like a simple question, the answer is quite complex, and it's one that scientists and philosophers and psychologists have been contemplating for years. Specific to this video, we're going to be talking about what makes humans special from other living beings and looking at what the research says as to the answer to this ever so simple yet complex question of what it means to be human. So are we special? Are we different? Or are we just a little bit egocentric? We'll get right into that right now. Originally, it was tool use that set humans apart from other animals. And this is because it was our tool use that really allowed us to branch out and move and migrate out of Africa, where we all originated from. However, the problem with this is that non-human animals have also been seen to use tools. And as researchers really started to examine other organisms other than humans, we really noticed this trend. One of the best examples that I came across was actually there is an octopus that will find old coconut shells and actually use them as a set of armor, as a way to protect themselves against natural predators. And this has been the only documented case of an invertebrate using tools, and I thought that was really, really cool. Next, it was our ability to create and use symbols in the form of language that set us apart from non-human animals. Again, there's a similar problem. We have been able to document cases of non-human animals communicating with either each other or even with us. And so the Siberian jay has actually been reported to be able to communicate to other jays in the area of a predator, but also where specifically the predator is and be able to describe what that predator looks like to the other birds in the area, which I think is really cool. There's also the astounding case of Coco the gorilla. Amazingly, Coco has been reported to know 1,000 words of gorilla sign language, as well as be able to understand over 2,000 English words. Coco did not use grammar or syntax, but was able to communicate basic needs and even wants or desires, and was said to speak at the same level as a young child. Perhaps then you could argue that humans are the only species to express themselves creatively, specifically through the use of art. Lascaux cave art is the first example of our human species expressing themselves through art for no other purpose than for entertainment or expression, and it was not seen to be a means of communication. The cave walls are covered in various depictions of different animals that are native to the area and is absolutely stunning. The problem here is that non-human animals have also expressed the ability to be able to draw, or paint. And most people know the famous example of an elephant painting a picture. An important distinction is that this does not happen naturally. These animals need to go through a lot of training, which is probably pretty unethical, to be able to paint pictures, and don't seem to be doing it on their own. So perhaps this is one of the ways that humans are a unique species, in that we express ourselves creatively without having to be trained or forced into it. However, right now, the best distinction that researchers can make as to what makes humans unique from other animals is what they call the human condition. And this is our recognition that we were once conceived, we are now living, and we will once die. So essentially that we won't always exist and we haven't always existed. To date, there has been no evidence that non-human animals are able to do this and have this awareness of themselves. However, this could always be the case that they are not able to communicate this to us. And because of the human condition, we have the ability to imagine, to plan, as well as to anxiously anticipate the goods and the bads of our lives. And as of right now, the human condition, is what makes humans unique from other animals. And so now I think you've noticed that we are more similar to our non-human animal friends than we are different. And yes, sometimes that's a hard idea to conceptualize, but it's an important idea to remember. The more research is done, the more we are discovering the similarities between us and our non-human friends. They are not as simple as we once thought. Instead, they are complex organisms that function at similar capacities to us. However, sometimes they just have a different way of expressing it. All right, thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you next week when we discuss personality and individual differences.